Chosen one, listen carefully. What I'm about to share isn't just urgent. It could alter the course of your life. Right now, as you read this, God Himself is warning you. This moment is explosive. Something you've been ignoring, postponing, or hoping would resolve itself is on the verge of erupting. If you don't act, if you don't save yourself first, everything could collapse in an instant. God has said, "Leave me out of this, because now it rests on your shoulders." He has pleaded, He has warned, but there is a limit to divine intervention when a chosen one refuses to take the steps they are being called to take. Make no mistake, this situation, this season, this energy in your life could detonate at any second. You are standing at a threshold between danger and destiny. The very things you've prayed for, longed for, and waited on are now in motion. But if you're not careful, if you're not prepared, what's coming could consume what you love most. Before you continue, take 3 immediate actions. Pause this video, like it, subscribe so we reach 1,000 subscribers, and comment the number 99. If this message resonates with your spirit, support this channel with a super chat or super thanks. It's not just a donation, it's a seed of faith, a declaration that says, "I'm aligned with what God is doing in my life." Every contribution helps this word reach more chosen ones around the world. That number, 99, isn't just a number. It's a signal to the universe, a shield around you, amplifying the energy you need to survive and thrive in this moment. Chosen one, if your spirit is awake, if you're truly ready, you'll watch this message to the end. Because what's coming is not for the faint of heart. Your life, your soul, your destiny depend on it. And if you walk away now, ignoring this, you may never get another opportunity like this again. Prepare yourself. Pay attention. Save yourself first. Now let's enter the truth that could change everything. God has spoken to you directly. Not in whispers, but with a clarity that shakes your soul. He's not commanding or forcing, He's warning. This is your moment of choice. The weight of this decision rests entirely on you. And it's critical to understand. Divine guidance only arrives when you're ready to move forward with courage and responsibility. No one else can walk this path for you. The responsibility is firmly on your shoulders, and God wants you to embrace it fully. Many people live blaming circumstances, luck, or even God for their failures. But this is different. This is a divine calling where hesitation could cost you more than comfort. It could cost you your spiritual growth and the destiny you were born to fulfill. Imagine standing at a crossroads. Each path glows with possibility, yet each is veiled with hidden consequences. That's where you are now. This is a wake-up call. Your spiritual radar has been activated. Your heart is prepared for a higher calling. But the universe is waiting on your decision. God has set the stage. Now it's your turn to act. Will you step forward with full awareness, or remain stuck in indecision? The consequences are real, and the choice is yours. Don't blame God, but let Him guide you if you dare to follow the divine path. You've prepared. You've prayed. You've studied and grown in ways only you know. Your spirit is strong, your mind sharp, your heart open. But preparation alone cannot shield you from the storm that's approaching. Something massive is coming. An event so decisive it could lift you to unimaginable heights or shake you to your core. The tension is real. The universe is holding its breath, waiting for your next move. Think of this moment as a seed about to break through the soil. It's ready to bloom, but it needs the right conditions. Care, faith, and courage to move forward. Every lesson you've learned, every hardship you've endured, has been a layer of armor for this exact moment. You can't ignore the signs. They're everywhere. Doors opening unexpectedly, people arriving at the perfect time, intuitions whispering urgent truths in your ear. And yet, what's coming may intimidate you. Fear may creep in. Doubts may speak. Distractions may cloud your focus. But remember, Being ready doesn't mean there won't be challenges. It means you have what it takes to overcome them. Embrace the anticipation. This is the moment where your preparation meets opportunity, and your courage will define your destiny. The metaphorical explosion is near, a moment where everything you've worked for could ignite into profound transformation. But explosions are double-edged. They can bring light or destruction. If you wait, hesitate, or ignore your intuition, regret will follow. Every hour, every choice, every thought accelerates you toward this inevitable point of change. The clock is ticking, and the universe demands clarity. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a cliff. The wind roars around you, and beneath you are invisible currents that could lift you to the next level or pull you down. That's the intensity of what's coming. Life is made of these moments. Moments where courage becomes action and faith becomes reality. Those who triumph aren't the ones who avoid danger, but those who face it with open eyes and divine wisdom as their guide. Don't underestimate the importance of this hour. This isn't just another decision. It's a decision that defines your destiny. If you wait too long, the moment will pass. If you act wisely, it will become the catalyst for miraculous growth. Feel the urgency. Honor this moment. Let it sharpen your focus. The explosion isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to awaken you. Every opportunity has two faces. One that shines with promise and one that hides in shadow. A miracle may be waiting for you, a sudden breakthrough, an answered prayer, a connection that shifts the course of your life. But at the same time, traps lurk. Deception, false promises, distractions that seek to pull you from your purpose. Awareness is your shield. Look closely at your surroundings. Not every opportunity that glows is divine. Social pressure, misleading influences, even your own desires can cloud your judgment. History is full of people with great potential who stumbled because they couldn't distinguish true guidance from illusion. Your spiritual senses, your intuition, and your clarity of purpose are your tools now. They are not optional, they're essential. The choice is urgent and intimate. If you hesitate too long, the trap closes. If you act with discernment, the miracle reveals itself. Think of this as a fork in the road. One path leads to abundance and spiritual alignment. The other to confusion and disappointment. Only you can take the bold step toward divine favor. God's power is immense, but it doesn't replace your responsibility. You must save yourself first through awareness, wisdom, and action. Spiritual growth is not passive. It demands commitment, discipline, and courage. Prayer and intention set the stage, but your decisions and actions determine whether the blessings manifest. God's energy will reach you, but only when you show up ready. Imagine preparing for a journey that will change your life. You have the map, the guide, even divine protection. But if you refuse to move forward, you'll remain stuck. This isn't punishment, it's principle. The universe works in partnership with your initiative. You can't rely solely on miracles while ignoring your part. The first step toward salvation is often the simplest, but also the bravest. Take responsibility for your path. This is a call to empowerment. When you save yourself first, you align with God's timing, energy, and purpose. You stop blaming external forces and embrace your role in shaping your destiny. It's a hard truth, but a liberating one. The strength to overcome, the clarity to discern, and the courage to act are already within you. Now is the time to use what you've been given. Many stumble because they blame God for their failures or disappointments, yet the warnings have always been present. The signs, the intuition, and the gentle nudges have guided you toward preparation, understanding, and spiritual maturity. To blame God is to ignore the wisdom freely offered to you. Recognition and responsibility are the first steps toward liberation. Think of it like a teacher who repeatedly offers help before a major exam. The tools, notes, and guidance are available. But if the student refuses to use them, the failure isn't the teacher's fault. Life and divine guidance operate under the same principle. You've been warned. The path is illuminated. The decision to follow the light rests entirely on you. Blame is a trap. It clouds judgment, feeds resentment, and disconnects you from divine flow. Instead, take ownership. Learn from the lessons and act with clarity. God's warnings are not punishments. They are invitations. Recognizing this truth not only frees you but unlocks your miraculous potential. The world is full of distractions, temptations, and illusions that masquerade as opportunities but conceal danger. Deception is subtle. It may come dressed as flattery, easy paths, or promises too good to be true. Your spiritual discernment must become a sharpened sword, able to cut through appearances and reveal the truth beneath. Only then can you navigate safely through the storm ahead. Even the most faithful and prepared are vulnerable to deception if they do not remain vigilant. False mentors, misguided advice, and even your own ego can become obstacles. Spiritual awareness is not just intuition. It's a cultivated skill that allows you to detect misalignment before you become entangled. Your mind and heart must work in harmony, balancing skepticism with faith. Consider it a spiritual survival skill. Awareness, prayer, and discernment are your armor. When deception approaches, you'll recognize it, avoid it, and continue toward your purpose. Those who succeed don't ignore danger. They anticipate it, learn from it, and act decisively. Truth is often quiet, but it is unshakable for those who dare to seek it. Divine power is already flowing toward you, a current of energy and grace that can transform your life if you open yourself fully. It doesn't force its way in. It waits for your invitation, your willingness, and your commitment. Think of it like sunlight waiting to pierce through the clouds. If the clouds of doubt and hesitation remain, the light cannot reach you. But when your heart and mind align, illumination becomes unstoppable. There are countless examples of people who received miraculous guidance because they dared to move forward in faith. Someone lost in despair finds hope. A stagnant career turns into unexpected success. A broken relationship heals through understanding and forgiveness. Divine energy works in both visible and mysterious ways, but it always requires readiness, trust, and courage to step into the unknown. Ask yourself, are you ready? Are you prepared to receive blessings beyond your imagination? This is not a passive moment. It's a summons to embrace your own power alongside God's. Alignment brings clarity, courage, and miraculous outcomes. Doubt, on the other hand, delays what is already destined for you. Open your heart completely. God is waiting. As the path unfolds, traps and obstacles will appear, often disguised as opportunity, comfort, or guidance. These tests examine your discernment, patience, and strength. They are not meant to punish you, but to reveal the depth of your preparation and the resilience of your spirit. The stronger your foundation, the less likely these trials will derail you. Think of the stories of those who faced perilous journeys. Heroes, spiritual leaders, and ordinary people who achieved extraordinary lives. All faced deception, temptation, and doubt, but their awareness and faith guided them to victory. What separated them from failure wasn't luck. It was the strength to stay centered, the courage to act with integrity, and the clarity to follow their higher calling. Your path is no different. The call is simple. Stand firm, protect your spirit, and recognize the traps before they close. Every distraction you resist, every false promise you reject, every temptation you overcome strengthens you. Your resilience is your armor, and your intuition is your guide. The world will test you, but those tests are opportunities to prove you're ready for the divine breakthroughs ahead. The coming days will demand your highest awareness. Life moves quickly, and distractions abound without vigilance. The whirlwind of noise, opinions, and false guidance can sweep you away before you realize it. Awareness is not just a mental exercise. It's a spiritual alertness that keeps your soul aligned with truth and purpose. Think of a sailor navigating stormy seas. The waters are treacherous, the winds unpredictable. Yet those who remain alert, guiding with skill and focus, reach safe harbor. Life's challenges are the same. Awareness allows you to see patterns, detect deception, and recognize opportunity. Ignoring it invites chaos. Responding with clarity invites growth. Awaken your senses. Trust your instincts. Sharpen your perception. Notice the nuances in conversations, the hidden motives in situations, and the whispers of intuition that guide you. Awareness is the lens through which divine intervention becomes visible. Without it, the storm overwhelms you. With it, you are prepared to thrive. Divine timing is precise, and God's power is ready to lift you beyond your current limitations. But the window to act is limited. Opportunities that appear at the perfect moment do not remain open forever. Every moment you delay, the possibility of fully embracing your divine breakthrough diminishes. God will guide you, but your preparation is the activation key. History teaches us that moments of destiny are fleeting. Great leaders, innovators, and spiritual pioneers faced critical junctures where hesitation would have cost them everything. The same principle applies to your life. You are standing at a threshold where preparation meets divine timing. When you act decisively, divine energy flows without obstruction. If you hesitate, the current may pass you by. Feel the urgency, not as fear, but as a force that propels you. Align your actions, trust your intuition, and move forward with confidence. The divine uprising is imminent, but it requires your active participation. This is your call to synchronize with God's timing and claim the elevation that rightfully belongs to you. Your faith will be tested in both subtle and overwhelming ways. Trials will appear as opportunities, setbacks, or challenges disguised as ordinary circumstances. They are not punishments. They are crucibles designed to refine you, strengthen you, and reveal your true spiritual resilience. Every test you face is a mirror reflecting the depth of your faith. Think of the countless examples of spiritual awakening through adversity. Those who endured hardship with integrity, patience, and unwavering faith emerged wiser, stronger, and more aligned with their divine purpose. The same principle applies to you. The trials ahead are not threats. They are invitations to rise to your highest potential. Resist the temptation to despair or blame. Recognize each challenge as a stepping stone, an opportunity to sharpen your intuition and demonstrate your commitment to your path. Your faith is not theoretical. It is active, tested, and forged in the crucible of life. How you respond now will define the trajectory of your destiny. Every choice you make sends ripples far beyond the present moment. The decisions you make today will determine whether you move closer to your divine purpose or become entangled in illusion. At this stage, life does not allow passive spectators. Every thought, action, and intention matters. Think of a master sculptor shaping clay. Each strike of the chisel brings the sculpture closer to perfection, or leaves a mark that cannot be erased. Your decisions are the chisel. Your life is the sculpture. Every choice you make shapes the masterpiece of your destiny. Approach each decision with attention, clarity, and spiritual guidance. Indecision or poor judgment at this moment can leave lasting consequences. Choose wisely. Act decisively. Embrace your inner compass. The awareness and preparation you've cultivated are not abstract ideas. They are tools designed to shape your future. Every moment is an opportunity to align with your higher purpose. Don't waste it. Your future depends on the wisdom you apply today. The miracles you've longed for are closer than you think. Divine timing, preparation, and opportunity have aligned perfectly for a spiritual breakthrough. But miracles require action. They are not passive gifts. If you hesitate, they may pass you by, leaving only the memory of what could have been. Speed, courage, and alignment are your allies. Think of the stories of sudden transformation. One decision, one step of faith, one bold choice often unleashed extraordinary results. Someone prayed for years, and suddenly the opportunity arrived that changed their life overnight. Your miracle may be just as close, waiting only for your willingness to embrace it. The key is to act with faith, integrity, and conviction. Trust that the divine is working behind the scenes, but also recognize your responsibility in bringing that miracle to life. Doubt could cost you a lifetime of opportunities. Clarity and courage will deliver the blessings you've been preparing for. Now is the time to fully claim your destiny. The world you know is on the brink of transformation, and your role is essential. Step into your purpose with unwavering faith and conviction. Don't delay. The explosion of change is imminent, and so is your advancement. Embrace your divine calling with every fiber of your being. You've prepared, discerned, and endured trials that have forged your spirit. Every experience, challenge, and lesson has led you to this moment. The world may distract, challenge, or tempt you, but your clarity and purpose will be your guiding light. Act boldly. Protect your spirit. Trust your intuition. Move in alignment. This is your moment of transformation, where divine energy meets human courage. Step fully into your purpose. Rise above fear. The world may shift around you, but your miracle is already within reach. Time is no longer a distant concept. It's a force moving relentlessly toward an unavoidable moment. The explosion is inevitable, not to frighten you, but to awaken you. Every second carries the potential to radically change your life. You've been warned, prepared, and strengthened. Now the universe urges you to act. Indecision is no longer an option. Imagine a rocket on the launch pad. Every system has been checked. The countdown echoes in the air. The world holds its breath. This is your life right now. All preparations are complete. Ignition is imminent. The explosion may feel overwhelming, but it carries the power to elevate you to your highest purpose. The key lies in preparation. You must position yourself to receive the full force of this transformation. That means clarity in thought, purity in intention, and courage in action. Everything you've learned, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, will now be tested. Your resilience, faith, and discernment are your safety net. Don't wait for the explosion to dictate your destiny. Move now. Align yourself with divine energy and receive the inevitable with open arms. What looks like chaos is actually the universe clearing the path for your advancement. The countdown is real, and your preparation will determine your victory. You are walking a razor's edge. On one side lies a miracle so profound it could completely transform your life. On the other, the risk of destruction. One misstep, and the warning becomes reality. Your path is delicate, and divine alertness is essential. Every decision matters. Every thought carries weight. Every hesitation can tip the balance. Think of the moments in history when leaders, visionaries, or ordinary people stood at the threshold of their destiny. Their decisions didn't just define their future. They created a ripple effect across generations. This moment is no different. You are at a point where intuition, courage, and faith must unite. Divine guidance is available, but it requires you to seek it actively, to listen, and to act with precision. Distractions and temptations will intensify, presenting illusions that seem real and decisions that feel urgent but are deceptive. Trust your discernment. Consult your inner voice. Anchor your spirit in clarity. Miracles are within reach, but only for those who walk that narrow path with awareness and bravery. Your faith and spiritual discipline will be tested. If you falter, you risk missing what was meant for you. But if you remain centered, alert, and aligned, you will enter a realm of divine favor that few ever experience. This is your moment of choice, and it demands your full attention. The world is laying subtle, clever traps, often disguised as opportunity or comfort. Every move you make now must be calculated, intentional, and strategic. Spiritual awareness alone is not enough. You must combine it with wisdom, patience, and courage to safely navigate dangerous terrain. Imagine a high-level chess match. Every piece you move has consequences far beyond the moment. The opponents may not be visible, but their influence is real. In life, these traps come as manipulations, false promises, or even well-meaning advice that leads you astray. Awareness is your first line of defense. Intuition is your guide. When something doesn't feel right, it rarely is. Pause. Reflect. Act deliberately. This is not a time for impulsive decisions or blind faith. Strategic thinking combined with spiritual alignment is what ensures your survival and growth. Remember, every challenge, every trap, and every test is also an opportunity to strengthen your resolve. Those who act without thought fall. Those who act with vision rise. Face each moment with discernment, clarity, and courage. The divine is not only testing your faith, it's testing your ability to navigate reality with wisdom. Life is about to intensify. The world will present challenges that test every aspect of your being. These trials are not random. They are designed to measure your endurance, your faith, and your alignment with divine purpose. You can stand firm or collapse under the weight of circumstance. Every challenge you face is filled with lessons and opportunities for growth. Resistance, temptation, and conflict will come from outside and from within. The strength to rise above them comes from your clarity of purpose, your spiritual awareness, and your courage to act. Even when fear arises, remember the spiritual and human heroes of history. They were not spared from trials. They were refined by them. They faced overwhelming adversity, yet their focus, discipline, and unwavering faith allowed them to transform challenges into triumphs. Your path is no different. This is a decisive moment, and your response will shape your trajectory. Stay courageous. Trust your intuition. Anchor your soul in divine guidance. The world will test you, but those who are prepared will not only survive, they will rise stronger, wiser, and aligned with their destiny. God's presence is constant, observing every thought, every choice, and every action, not to instill fear, but to remind you of the weight your decisions carry. Each choice you make now sends ripples that shape your future, influencing not only your path but also the lives of those around you. Imagine the balance of a vast ecosystem. A single shift can alter the entire system. Your actions, guided by divine awareness, have a similar impact on your life and purpose. Responsibility, mindfulness, and intention are no longer optional. They are essential. Divine observation is also a reminder of support. Celestial energy is ready to amplify your efforts, lift you above challenges, and reward your discernment. But inaction, ignorance, or poor decisions can restrict that flow, turning potential miracles into missed opportunities. Every decision is a seed, and the harvest depends on your actions. Choose alignment, integrity, and courage, and watch how the universe responds. Your destiny is not fixed. It is being forged by the choices you make in these critical moments. Illusions are powerful. They feel real, seem right, and promise fulfillment, but they conceal danger. The coming days will challenge your perception, presenting false narratives designed to deceive, distract, or entrap you. Discernment is not optional. It is survival. Many fall because they accept appearances without questioning them. Whether it's a person, an opportunity, or an idea, everything must be measured against the truth that resonates within your spirit. Listen closely to your intuition. Analyze objectively. Seek guidance when clarity wavers. Life is full of lessons in disguise. Every illusion is also a mirror, revealing where your perception may be clouded or your faith tested. Recognizing illusion is the first step to transcending it and reclaiming control over your destiny. Trust yourself and your spiritual connection. When truth is clear, act decisively. When it's uncertain, pause and seek direction. Those who navigate illusions with wisdom find their path illuminated. Those who fall into deception face delay, distraction, and unnecessary struggle. This is a defining moment, a crossroads where your faith will be tested to its fullest. Circumstances will push you, challenge you, and make you question everything you believe about yourself, your purpose, and the divine. Your response will determine whether you rise stronger or fall into doubt. Faith is not passive, it is action aligned with belief. When life challenges your convictions, your ability to stand firm in truth and purpose will reveal the depth of your spiritual strength. These are the moments that forge character, resilience, and soul clarity. Think of the countless stories of transformation born when faith was stretched to its limits. It wasn't comfort or certainty that brought growth. It was courage, perseverance, and unwavering trust in the unseen. The universe often tests before it blesses, preparing you to carry the miracle you've prayed for. Stand firm. Trust your intuition. Act from divine alignment. Your faith is the bridge between challenge and breakthrough. How you face this moment will echo for years, shaping your path in both visible and invisible ways. A profound shift is approaching, a spiritual explosion that will transform your energy. Your awareness and perspective may not be violent in the literal sense, but their impact will be undeniable. The very air feels charged. Your intuition sharpens. Your perception expands, preparing you for extraordinary advancement. This energy is both a gift and a test. It will amplify clarity and understanding, but it will also expose your weaknesses, doubts, and fears. Embrace the power flowing toward you. It carries the potential to dissolve limitations, awaken your purpose, and connect you deeply with divine guidance. Preparation is key. Meditation, reflection, prayer, and alignment with your true purpose will allow you to harness this energy fully. Those who remain passive risk being swept away by the current. Those who act with intention will ride the wave toward transformative growth. Feel the subtle vibrations, the shift in consciousness, the surge of understanding. These are signs of the spiritual explosion approaching. Open yourself completely. Trust the process. Prepare to enter a higher dimension of awareness and capacity. Miracles are not random. They are responses to alignment, preparation, and action. The divine has placed blessings along your path, but only those who are ready, attentive, and willing to act will receive them. Preparation is the key that unlocks extraordinary outcomes. Think of the countless stories of lives transformed by a single act of faith. Someone prayed, waited, prepared, and acted at the perfect moment. Suddenly, doors opened, relationships healed, opportunities appeared where there was once nothing. Divine timing is precise, and preparation allows you to step fully into it. The miracle is closer than you think. This is the point where heaven and earth meet, the moment when everything that once felt scattered begins to align. You've walked through deserts. You've cried in silence. You've endured seasons where nothing made sense. But every step, every wound, every night of uncertainty was preparing you for what is now ready to manifest. Nothing you've endured was wasted. God does not waste pain. He transforms it. Every tear became a seed. Every trial was training. Every loss was a divine recalibration to place you on the right path. Now you stand at the edge of your transformation. What once felt unreachable is now closer than you imagined. The entire universe is in motion, orchestrating connections, opportunities, and precise moments that will open doors that once seemed sealed shut. But this time, you won't enter as the same person. You'll enter with wisdom, authority, and discernment. You are not the same soul who began this journey. You've been shaped by the fire of experience, strengthened by adversity, and anointed by divine grace. The pain that once broke you has now become your most powerful testimony. What once felt like your ending was, in truth, the beginning of your rebirth. Heaven is calling you to act, to move, to rise, and to stop standing still while the miracle approaches. This is the moment to take a step of faith, even if you can't see the entire path ahead. The future does not wait for those who hesitate. It reveals itself to those who believe. Fear no longer has a throne in your life. Indecision can no longer guide your steps. You've learned to hear the voice of the Spirit, that gentle whisper that leads you even through the noise of the world. The time of preparation is over. The time of manifestation has arrived. You are no longer the one searching for signs. You are the sign. The entire universe will recognize your light, for it was ignited by the hand of God. Yes, change may feel like an explosion, but don't fear it. Embrace it. The energy that's coming isn't here to destroy you. It's here to propel you. What the enemy intended to use against you, God will use to lift you higher. You've been prepared, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, to withstand the impact. Now you must trust that your wings were made for this flight. The promises that once felt distant are now on the horizon. The vision that once lived only in your heart is about to take form in reality. The impossible will become tangible. Delays will turn into divine acceleration. What seemed lost will be returned with multiplication. This is the dawn of a new era in your life. The previous cycle has ended. You've crossed the threshold between who you were and who you are destined to become. From this moment forward, everything you do must be guided by purpose, by faith, and by integrity. Don't let the noise of the world drown out the melody of your calling. The entire universe is waiting for your action. Heaven backs every step you take in alignment. You are an extension of divine purpose. Your life is an answer to a prayer the world hasn't even spoken yet. Your voice, your presence, and your energy are keys that will unlock doors for others. Your testimony will be a flame that reignites hope in those who have stopped believing. The explosion is not destruction. It is activation. And what follows that activation will be glory, expansion, and fulfilled destiny. You are prepared. You are ready. You are aligned. Walk with heavenly authority, for the earth will recognize your steps. Final prayer. Heavenly Father, today I pause before you, fully aware that nothing I've lived through has been in vain. Thank you for the process, even when it hurt. Thank you for every tear, for it was part of my purification. Thank you for every silence, because in those moments I learned to hear your voice. Today, I lift my hands, my heart, and my spirit and say, here I am. I am ready. Purify my mind so I may think with clarity. Purify my heart so I may love with truth. Purify my intention so that everything I do reflects your will. Let my steps be aligned with the divine purpose you wrote for me before I was born. If I ever strayed, thank you for bringing me back to center. If I ever doubted, thank you for holding my faith with your unshakable love. Lord, today I surrender to your plan. Be my guide in the midst of uncertainty. Be my strength when fear tries to return. Be my voice when the noise of the world tries to distract me. Cover my spirit with your light and surround me with your divine protection. I declare that I am ready to receive the miracle. I declare that the waiting season is over. I declare that what you began in me, you will complete to the end. May your Holy Spirit be my compass, my engine, and my peace. Teach me to act with courage, to decide with wisdom, and to move with faith. Open my eyes to recognize opportunities disguised as challenges. Give me discernment so I won't be distracted by the temporary, and help me keep my eyes fixed on the eternal. Today, I break every chain of fear, doubt, and confusion. I reject the energy of stagnation and receive the momentum of the Spirit. I declare expansion, clarity, abundance, and purpose. I declare that my life will be a living demonstration of your power and your faithfulness. Father, bless my hands to create. Bless my mind to think with inspiration. Bless my voice to speak life where there is death. Bless my path so that wherever I walk, your glory is revealed. May every day I live be marked by purpose. May every person who crosses my path receive your light through me. And may every dream you planted in my spirit bloom in its perfect time. I give you my past, my present, and my future. Make me an instrument of your plan. Let my life honor you. Let my success glorify you. Let my story inspire faith in others. Today I take my place. I walk toward my destiny with boldness. I declare that heaven backs me, angels surround me, and grace goes before me. This is my moment. This is my hour. This is the fulfillment of your promise. And with every breath I declare, I am ready, Lord. Guide me. Send me. Use me for your glory. In the name of eternal light, living faith, and divine purpose. Amen.